Prime Minister Harris speaks on plans to build out ICT in the nation, and CXC issues a statement on exam reviews and queries. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you.
We're still here.
We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With that LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime, and bitters. Live, love, be.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. We have more information as investigations continue into the discovery of a body on a beach in Nevis on Sunday. According to a police report, at about 10 a.m. on Sunday, the police responded to a report that a body was found on Herbert's Beach. Upon arrival, the motionless body of 61-year-old Myron Jeffers of Brickhill was found lying on the ground close to his vehicle. The district medical officer visited the scene and pronounced him dead. An autopsy will be performed to determine the exact cause of death. Personnel from the Forensic Services Unit visited and processed the scene. Investigations into the matter are ongoing, and the police have not determined whether or not this is a homicide. The police are asking anyone who might have any information about this incident to call the Violent Crimes Unit in Nevis at 469-5269, 663-5414, the Newcastle Police Station at 469-9326, or the nearest police station. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris says in 2021 the government will continue its build-out of its ICT sector and enhance existing functions to make them more accessible online. In his New Year's address, the Prime Minister noted that there are plans underway to improve the information systems in various sectors, particularly where payments are involved.
Our e-government reforms will continue with our build-out of e-payment platforms across key revenue collecting agencies such as the Inland Revenue and Customs and Excise Departments, our Land Registry, Departments of Health and Labour will enhance their information systems, all in its thrust to make government more modern, efficient, elegant, viable, and responsive to the demands of an e-society.
He said, quote, "Our future will be stronger and safer as we enhance the quality of our technology infrastructure and provide greater access to the benefits so derived." Students in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the region who sat CXC exams last summer are receiving their grades this week as the Caribbean Examinations Council continues its query and review process as they finalize grades for the 2020 exams. In a statement issued on Monday, CXC said the grades were released on Monday via the student portal. The council also said, quote, throughout the review process, we have endeavored to be thorough and to comply with our quality assurance processes. At this time, 80% of results have been completed. On 31st December 2020, final results were shared with CXC local registrars. CXC says they are in talks with the ministries of education across the region to finalize details for the administration of the regional examinations in 2021. These details will be shared with stakeholders and made public within the coming weeks. And in other national news, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws has commended residents in St. Kitts and Nevis for being key players in the country's successful management of the COVID-19 pandemic, which ranks as one of the best among independent countries across the globe. She was speaking during a recent COVID-19 weekly briefing by the National Emergency Operations Center, NEOC. The country has recorded a total of 33 cases, with 22 cases for St. Kitts and 11 cases for Nevis. 31 cases have fully recovered with 0 deaths. There are now 2 active cases. These patients are stable and are being monitored. The individuals remain in strict quarantine. Residents were able to move around freely during the Christmas and Carnival season, but were required to comply with all health and safety protocols. These included wearing face masks when in public, sanitizing hands frequently, and maintaining a physical distance of 3.5 to 6 feet from others. Dr. Laws referred to the 2 COVID-19 vaccines developed by Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna, which were approved for emergency use in the United States and several other countries. The vaccines are being touted as having more than 90% efficacy rate. She also mentioned that other vaccines were in development to treat the novel coronavirus. After the break, Carnival Cheer says thanks, and SKNLP officials visit JNF. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, National Bank presents Showtime! Only in December, National Bank is offering a loan 2 times your annual salary, up to $75,000 unsecured. You heard right, 2 times your annual salary, up to $75,000 unsecured. There's even an option to pay interest only until November 2021. Call your closest branch to make an appointment. Remember, it's Showtime at National. Terms and conditions apply. National Bank, always here.
Dr. Blake's General Dentistry and Orthodontics, located on South Independence Square Street in Basse-Terre, is the place to discover that perfect smile you have always dreamt of. With convenient hours to serve you, Dr. Blake's Dental assures the best preventative and restorative care to guarantee the health and beauty of your smile. Call 466-7622 for your appointments.
Welcome back. As activities for Sugar Mass 49 come to an end, Chair of the National Carnival Committee, Shannon Hawley, has expressed thanks to those persons who made the celebrations a success. In a post on the SKN Carnival official Facebook page, Ms. Hawley said, quote, I cannot express enough thanks to my Carnival Committee colleagues, Calypso Tents organizers, band members, Calypsonians, dancers, folklore troops, entertainers, technicians, videographers, lighting crews, production team, hosts, cleaners, landscapers, electricians, plumbers, tent providers, graphic designers, website designers, media, volunteers, security forces, sponsors, and the hundreds of thousands of online viewers who made our Sugar Mass 49 virtual experience absolutely amazing. She also used the opportunity to congratulate the winners of the various competitions. Quote, congratulations to Queenie G on her historic victory in the Senior Calypso Monarch competition. Special congratulations are also extended to EBJ Harmonics, winners of the Panorama for this year. Also Kyla Sutton for capturing first place in the inaugural Sugar Scope, in addition to Carol Woods, Desinique Blois, Xavier Morin, who came out on top in the various categories of our first ever creative arts competition, as well as Sasha Herbert, who penned the winning slogan, Carnival Celebrations Redefined, for Sugar Mass 49. She ended by saying, "Our culture is alive, our people are talented, and the world has recognized what we all knew all along. St. Kitts Nevis Carnival, even though redefined for 49, is the sweetest small island carnival in the world." Destination #SugarMass50. Officials of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party visited staff and patients at the Joseph N. France General Hospital to spread holiday cheer and to wish them well for the new year. SKNLP leader, Right Honourable Dr. Denzel Douglas, and elected representative for constituency number 1, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, interacted with the nurses on duty and the patients as they made their way through the various wards. Dr. Hanley told ZIZ this visit is an annual event made by the opposition leader and members, and he's happy to be able to spread some seasonal joy.
As a new parliamentarian with him, it was indeed an honor and a privilege for me to visit the Joseph N. France General Hospital on the very first day of 2021, wishing them God's blessings, and also I had the opportunity to present each patient and nurses alike with a token which they can use in their own personal development apart from the normal Christmas or New Year's cards.
The parliamentarians were also accompanied by a masquerade group performing as part of the folklore caravan, entertaining the patients and visitors. And finally, on the local scene, a group of young entrepreneurs of St. Paul's came together on New Year's Day to assist a fellow member of their community. The owners and operators of Hellfire Car Rentals, Dunya Car Rentals, Young Kings Bar and Grill, DC Car Rentals, and the Jelly Squad all converged at the home of Alatine Rollins, more affectionately known as Betty, to donate a significant sum of money. Owner of Hellfire Car Rentals, Kellyan Freeman, said he hopes others will see their act of kindness and also extend a helping hand.
Just a little thing, ain't nothing much, but it's a helping hand. You check, and we don't do it for the likes, now the love. We do it for the love, not just the likes. And we don't want people to say because we put it on camera. We put it on camera because we want people to see and give also. You check, because people don't know about the thing, the situation. You check, so and I have a Hellfire team and the whole squad. I don't know. For the heart.
Rollins and her son Asher thanked the group for their donation. Coming up in regional news, La Soufriere Lava Dome in St. Vincent growing. The details when we come back. And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. All eyes in the Caribbean continue to monitor the status of the La Soufriere volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On Sunday, the UE Seismic Research Center shared a video of the growing lava dome in the crater. The UE Seismic Research Center says the volcano continues to be dangerous and the public is advised to avoid the area. On Sunday, the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, issued a bulletin for citizens and residents of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that no evacuation order has been issued to any section of the population. NEMO noted several media outlets, both locally and abroad, have published false information to this effect. It said those reports are inaccurate and misleading. NEMO reminds all citizens and residents to always ensure that any information regarding the La Soufriere volcano and the current emergency is from credible and official sources only. Both NEMO and the UE Seismic Research Center continue to monitor the ongoing activity at the La Soufriere volcano with assistance from the team of experts from the UE SRC and would update the nation of any change in status as soon as this occurs. Coming up, Libya approves new exchange rate in a bid to save economy. The details when we come back.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Why wait until the holidays? Avoid the rush. Visit Perfume Shop Port Zante for all the perfume brands you love and gift sets for your loved ones. Remember, you are never fully dressed without perfume. Visit Perfume Shop Port Zante and like us on Facebook. Perfume Shop St. Kitts.
Welcome back. The devaluation of Libya's currency has taken effect, a move that is hoped will help the economy. The central bank has agreed to a devalued exchange rate of 4.48 dinars to the US dollar. While the official rate was 1.3 dinars, a lack of availability of US dollars in banks created a black market on which it currently trades at 5.1 dinars. Exchange rates have varied across the country because of conflict, the black market, and banknotes printed abroad. Al Jazeera's Malik Trainer reports.
A new unified exchange rate comes into effect in Libya on Sunday. The central bank has agreed to a devalued exchange rate of 4.48 dinars to the dollar. While the official rate was 1.34 dinars, a lack of availability of US dollars in banks created a black market, on which it currently trades at 5.1 dinars. The bank's board members held a full meeting for the first time in 5 years on Wednesday, since Libya split between warring factions in the west and east. The Central Bank of Libya is based in the Libyan capital of Tripoli, also the seat of the internationally recognized government of National Accord. The eastern branch is based in Benghazi, stronghold of warlord Khalifa Haftar's Libyan National Army, who had printed alternative banknotes in Moscow. The U.S. government called them counterfeit Libyan currency, printed by a Russian state-owned company and ordered by an illegitimate parallel entity. Analysts say the alternative banknotes increased inflation in an already struggling economy. Here, in this market, people tell us prices for goods are going up.
There are long lines at the banks. They give you 500 dinars. That's not enough to feed a family for 1 week.
At the moment, business is okay, but I think it will slow down. Salaries are 1,000 dinars. That's not enough for people to provide for their families.
The political divisions and the gap between the official and black market rates has distorted Libya's oil-dependent economy.
The move to unify the central bank and the exchange rate has been welcomed by some business leaders, but residents here fear that the price of everyday goods may increase as a result.
Abdul Hamid is a professor of economy. He says although prices may increase in the short term, the devaluation was the right choice to make in the long term.
The central bank didn't have any other choice but to take this decision. Otherwise, we would have seen a devastating rate of inflation. The closure of oil fields by Haftar in January 2020 meant Libya wasn't getting dollars from exports. I believe we will see the rate stabilize after the first quarter.
For Libyans, the next few months will likely get harder before they get better. Malik Traina, Al Jazeera, Misrata.
Up next in sports, Nevis Cricket Association rejects claims batsman short of Windies' fitness standard. And Liverpool singer Jerry Marsden dies. Stay with us.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
to wash your hands, wash your hands.
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. To keep away the flu, there is one thing we must do. Wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands.
First up in sports, the Nevis Cricket Association (NCA) has strongly refuted claims batsman Kieran Powell has not made the West Indies selection fitness standard, pointing out that the player achieved the requirements in June. Despite several key players choosing to make themselves unavailable for the upcoming Bangladesh tour, Powell was surprisingly not selected for hastily compiled ODI or squads. In explaining the unusual situation, Chief of Selectors Roger Harper claimed that the player had not been considered as yet, as he was yet to make the team's required fitness standard. In a recent release, however, the NCA has vehemently disputed the claim. The 30-year-old top-order batsman was the top scorer in the previous season of the Cricket West Indies CWI Regional Super 50 competition. Powell scored 524 runs at an average of 58.22 with 2 100s and 2 50s. The NCA claims that in the first instance of Powell failing a fitness test, alongside Shimron Hetmeyer and Evan Lewis, arrangements were made for the other two players to speedily retake the test, but no such provision was made for Powell. The body has called the statement made by Harper damaging and demanded a retraction, insisting the player is both fully fit and obviously in good form. Liverpool FC anthem singer Jerry Marsden has died at 78. Here's more.
When you walk.
He famously promised, "You'll never walk alone." And over the last year, this nation clung to those words. Jerry Marsden, with his unmistakable smile, was the heart and soul of the band Jerry and the Pacemakers, who made the song famous. A hit in the 1960s Merseybeat scene, they completed sell-out tours around the world and were the first ever band to reach #1 in the UK charts with their first 3 singles. The tributes were led by Liverpool Football Club, which adopted You'll Never Walk Alone as its anthem. Jerry's words will live on forever with us. The club's former chief executive tweeted this video of what he described as one of the most treasured members of the LFC family. The news of Jerry Marsden's death was confirmed by his agent and surviving band members, who wrote, "Losing such a legend is never easy. We were all blessed to work with Jerry for many years." Jerry's heart was always in his hometown in Liverpool, where he remains a local icon.
Jerry's legacy will be, of course, as one of the leaders of the Mersey Beat era, and Jerry was a tough man. He was a tough lad in his youth, and he was a tough man, but he was also a very caring and loving man. It is the words of "You'll never walk alone." You know, there is a golden sky, isn't there? And for many people, that sky is a little bit darker.
Jerry Marsden died on Sunday morning at the age of 78, but not before he saw his famous song reach #1 once more, this time bringing the nation together during a pandemic, when the words seemed more like a prayer. Sadia Chowdhury, Sky News.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
To avoid getting the coronavirus, remember to wash your hands thoroughly and frequently before and after preparing food, after using the toilet or changing a diaper for a baby, sick person, or the elderly, after blowing your nose, and after leaving large gatherings or moving away from persons who appear ill. Encourage others to wash their hands and also use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer of 60 to 70% solution. Stay away from events having large gatherings of people. You can expose yourself to more possible infections in large groups. Also, avoid sharing cutlery, cups, glassware, etc. with others. Viruses can linger on these items and may be transferred this way. Avoid shaking and holding hands, and hugging or keeping an infected person in close proximity. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. We have more information on investigations into the body found in Nevis. Prime Minister Harris speaks on plans to build out the ICT in the nation, and CXC issues statement on exam reviews and queries. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Caleb Berridge. Goodbye.